daily blog number 2. 2 days in a row. Can't complain. So I did follow up with my goals last night, and I've got my schedule out. In my hallway, I've got a board, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. But I've got a board that has all of my schedule spelled out for the week. As far as like individual chunks, I like to do things in 4s, so I'll show you kind of what that looks like on my board. So I hope you can see this. This is my weekly kind of guide board as I move stuff around. I've got my workouts across the top, and then I've got basically, this is my lunch line, 4 before, 4 after. So these are 2-hour blocks spread out by day. And we got the weekend in one column, and then kind of my nighttime stuff. I try and do yoga and different things throughout the week, but this is how I kind of move and manipulate things. So I use this as I'm coming up with ideas or things I need to jot down. I try and put this in into perspective on this board, and then I also use my paper planner to really guide some bigger efforts and put those in. My week this week has definitely changed a lot. I've got a party this weekend, so I'm trying to squeeze in some party prep. We're hosting, so trying to base it in there. But get my Tuesday, Thursday videos and my daily blogs, and I've got a ton of messaging I'm doing on LinkedIn for my day job, and then I'm working on an Azure cert as well. That's when I kind of keep some white space and put things in. I've got a lot more to fill in here based on my weekly and daily goal planner, but that'll change a little bit after I take a look at my goals after I revisit them tonight. But here is kind of my working schedule for the week. But then I've got my paper planner out for a little bit more long-term goal planning. But that word goal was something that really caught me by surprise last night. When I looked at my goals that I had written a while ago that I was working towards, it was all basically just feelings. Everything that I wanted to work on was a feeling. I want to feel this way. And, you know, it's the other part of the list was just objects that I wanted to work towards. And, you know, I got to thinking that's not really anything that you can work towards. So I'm going to do some research today at lunch as well about goal setting. But it's not so much that. I need to look between the lines and see, like, so I want these feelings. So I know what I want to feel like. And there are these objects that I think I want, which, if we know anything, it's objects don't necessarily make you happy. To me, it's all about experiences and continued experience. So what things do I need to do to build into my everyday to have those feelings, right? So everyone wants to feel satisfied. They want to feel gratitude. They want to feel important. Right, so and maybe you want to, like, I really want to get my pilot's license and fly around. You know, I don't want a mansion. I don't want a bunch of vacation homes. I really just want the freedom to work from wherever or work from an office, and then on the weekends be able to fly places. I want to go see things, right? So I think that's the end state. So what things do I need to work on in my life? What things do I need to work on, build, work towards in order to make those things happen? Yeah, so I was going through my goals last night, and it's really just a bunch of stuff that I think I want and then feelings that I want to feel. I don't have anything actionable that are going to build those feelings or allow me to facilitate those things that I want. So I need to read between the lines today, and that's what I'm going to do. Back on track on my run plan this week. I do have a half marathon coming up at the end of April down in Louisville, which I'm excited about, but I have really been falling off. So got to get back on that as well. It's been kind of a crazy day. I don't know if anyone followed the stock market yesterday, but you know, that was pretty shocking, and that's what prompted my video yesterday, that one day can really change how things happen. But if you look at what's going on today, it's like everything's kind of back to normal. It's pretty impressive how stuff changes, and we have no control over it. I'm reading a really good book. Let me go get it for you. I want to show you it. So I got the book. It's called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. He's got a section in there about will. And too often I think people think, and I'm going to use his words here. Too often people think that will is how bad we want something. To me, that's what I always thought. And I think reading that this morning really changed my perspective about it. I think willpower, and I'm using some of his information in there, and I highly encourage you to read that book. I'm going to do a video about that because this is another one of those books that really put a lot of things that I've been wanting to verbalize into context. But I think too often willpower is accepting what the truth is in front of you, accepting the truth on ground, to use a military term, and then dealing with it and persevering. He talks about Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt. He talks about Abraham Lincoln. All these people overcoming adversity to achieve big things. And too often, I think people watch a 10 or 15-minute video on YouTube and they think they I think too often people watch a 10 or 15-minute video on YouTube and think that they can accomplish anything. And again, this is why I'm making this video. I want to get a true sense of how long it takes to accomplish something. People don't necessarily want to see the daily grind, but I think that's important because you can say how much something costs in hindsight, but to show that, to motivate people along and to carry people along on the journey, I think is a pretty impactful thing. So back to my goals. I need to rework them, and I want to share with you how I did that, because I need to look at these feelings and things that I wanted and then figure out steps that I need to get. And I think that is what I've been missing, or maybe I've read it before and forgotten about it, at least with goal setting, is if you can understand the feeling and the end state that you want, you really need to look at the things that facilitate those items, those feelings, whatever that may be, so that you can be successful. I mean, you can feel happy many different ways, but when you look at some certain things that you think make you feel happy, then you need to figure out what steps you need to make. So my goal for tonight to report on tomorrow is, can I backwards plan and set specific goals that are actionable that will lead me towards what I want to accomplish? So I want to find some books too, or maybe find a couple of videos because I want to move quickly. I don't need 10 books to figure this out. And I've read some stuff about goal setting, Best Year Ever, Atomic Habits. All those talk about goal setting. So I need to review those today because the goals I set were not accurate enough, not executable or actionable. They're feelings, they're end states. End states are not goals. I think end states are what you use to approve your goals or evaluate, did you accomplish your goals. So that's what we're going to work on today. Going to continue to use my planner, something I've been pretty bad about. I was looking through my paper planner, and I'll use some stuff here. And that's a great way to record daily goals. So once I have my big goals and I have my little midpoint goals and goals that will lead up to my big goals, I can put those in my paper planner and find days to work on those as well. So more to follow. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your attention. It's something that's super important these days. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.